When writing, it is important to try and ask the big questions, like, what is art? It's undefinable. One could say it is a form of expression.
Here we go again.
Expression of personal thoughts and emotions. But even then, that definition in and of itself is subjective. Art is constantly trying to be objective. But even in doing so, it is subjective. But more importantly, what is inspiration? Oh, yes, Beth?
It's basically an unconscious burst of creativity. And like art, inspiration is also subjective. It can be drawn from anything. For me, it's Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, I see.
And my cats.
Well, beautifully put, Beth. Everyone is inspired in different ways, by different things, and inspired by different people. It is important to find out what inspires you, what drives you. Inspiration is what breathes life into our original works and is key to any writing or piece of art. And without it, the work is dead. You guys only have about 2 weeks left of the semester for your final stories. Make sure you're spending enough time on them and try to have some fun with it. Some of the previous students in this class have gone on to do amazing things from their last assignment. To quote the late Andy Warhol, art is what you can get away with. See you Thursday, everyone.
Shut up, man.
How goes it with the story?
Terrible. Haven't even started. How about yours?
Already finished. Really haven't started yet? I guess you still got time.
To be honest, I'm just gonna probably write it the night before. Just gotta find the right story.
You know what that means?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You just gotta find the right story. You haven't written a single goddamn piece of original work all semester, ripping off other people's ideas and stories and trying to make them your own. Except when you do it, you just make it worse.
Fuck you, man. What'd you write about this time?
I'm not giving you another one of my stories.
All about the ocean and the water, the peace and love for the constant roll of the ocean. No fucking thank you.
At least I can get my work published.
I don't even give a shit about...
That's your problem. All you care about is the attention. You don't give a shit. If you actually sat down and took the time, you could write great things, Kiernan. They don't happen overnight. I don't know why I bothered coming down here and trying to help you. Just think about what I said. Fuck your shit, man.
Hey man, what's up?
Just headed home.
See the game on Sunday? Aaron Rodgers is incredible, you know?
Yeah, he is. Can't wait for next season, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what have you been up to lately?
Whole lot of nothing. You?
Same. Trying to write this story.
I've been thinking about trying to write a story. You know, it's not hard to write a good story. Just gotta get the creative juices flowing, you know?
I know! That's all I've been doing. I've been trying to find a way. Steven!
Always wanted to be a space boy. Get away from all this corruption.
Yes, quite the story, written with such emotion and empathy for the world. The escape is so beautiful and descriptive. And still, yet so ambiguous and interpretive. It's straight out of a Wes Anderson film. It's one to read, everyone. One to read. Now, back to another good writer, Raymond Carver, and A Small Good Thing.
Did he just call me a good writer?
I don't know how you did it, but awesome story.
Hey man, you got some change?
No, I'm sorry.
Man, I know you got something.
No, no.
Come on.
Jesus, why don't you give me what you got? Come on. Oh, oh,
I should have listened to my pops. I was gonna be the president. The best anyone had seen.
Natalie has made an excellent suggestion. With his second amazing story and having written it so quickly, I think that Kieran should lead a discussion this afternoon. What do you think, Kieran?
All right.
So why don't you tell us about this powerful and new story you have written about a homeless man who has a near-death experience and goes on to become president only 15 years later.
Just as you said, a homeless man gets hit by a bus and wakes up in the hospital. His daughter, who hasn't seen in years, is waiting right beside him at the hospital. Yes, Beth?
Your characters, they're so real. Almost like they have a life of their own. Could you tell us more about your process?
Sure.
Yeah, please. Tell us more about your process.
Well, processes are a funny thing.
Right. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, like any good writer, I take from the world around me.
What a cop-out answer.
I take from the people around me. The people I meet.
happened back there? You just froze and ran out looking like an idiot.
I just had to get out of there.
Well, you left all your shit behind. You couldn't handle it, could you? Now that you got what you wanted.
I just lost my train of thought. I couldn't catch up.
Maybe it's not what you wanted after all.
You don't know what I want to do, when I want to do it.
I know you pretty well, Karen. Better than you think. So how did you get those stories? What poor sap did you stab in the back this time?
You're just a sad, uncreative writer who writes all the same shit all the time. You put pen to a page. Those were my stories. My ideas.
Are they? I know that's not true. You've been doing this as long as I've known you. You may be able to lie and cheat your way with everyone else, but not with me. Not with what I love to do. I'm uncreative. Your luck will run out eventually, and I'll figure out what you're doing. It'll ruin you and make you look like an idiot, even more than you already have yourself.
Pick that up.
Watch it, you unoriginal fuck.
Sometimes you gotta give it a try.